Hey guys, Craig here again. A bit of a quick channel update for you on the Cougar then. So I'm working on the explosion and we're pretty much getting there now. So this is half of the explosion done. Basically I've used an MDF board, put some desert scatter down. I've got the first layer of dust, which I've used cotton wool for. So that's the initial dust coming out from underneath the vehicle. We've got the bulk of the explosion here, which you'll see shortly. And that's as far as I've got really. The other side of the vehicle still needs to be done. I'm doing this by hand rather than on the tripod, because you'll see in a minute I've got to move around and put the lights and everything on. So basically that's the explosion. Moving around. All the mucky side with the wiring and everything. It's just tacked together at the minute. But I've basically, like I said, got the other side to do. So moving around this side, you can pretty much see where the wiring and that's going to go, and then it's going to be entombed. This is going to be on the other side as well, but basically it's all kind of gluing and sticking. It's got fabric glue on it. So basically what I've used for the explosion to do this is I've got this toy dowling stuff. You can get it from Hobbycraft. In the UK, it's basically the stuff that you stick into cuddly toys is what I'm looking for. However, this stuff, I got this out of a pillar, a 50p pillar out of a charity shop, ripped it apart, and that's pretty much what I'm using, is this for the explosion. What I've then done is, for anyone that does scenery and dio work, the old PVA and scatter mix. The PVA, water and wash it up liquid mixed together to stick your scatter down. I've used exactly the same Hobbycraft fabric glue. I've basically done that in the same mixture as you would do your scatter glue, and that's how this is drying. So that's where it doesn't look fluffy at the minute, like raggedy, you know, like raw cotton wool, like that, where it's all sort of like rough and quite loose. That's why this is looking quite plump and flat. So basically that's where I'm at. I'll show you where I'm at with the lights as well. It's all wired in temporarily. I've got to sort the wiring out, but this is just literally to show you what I've done basically. So it runs on 9 volts. I've just wired up a Mach switch at the minute. So we've got the lights on the Cougar. We've got the explosion going on the side. Those 2 LEDs at the back there are going to be for the other side of the vehicle. We've got the brake lights and everything on the Cougar. Not that that's going to make much difference because you can't really see them. And that's pretty much. Why has the lights gone off there? Right. That's pretty much where I'm at with the explosion. So if I turn this light off, you can actually see the effect a lot better with the light on. So the white doesn't actually look so white now because it's got the 2 different color LEDs in it. I've used 5mm white. No, I haven't. I've used 3mm white LEDs for the initial explosion, the white parts. And the orange parts are 5mm orange LEDs. There's 8 in total. 6 are in this explosion, and the 2 at the back there for the other side of the vehicle when I get to it. But that's pretty much the explosion coming along just nicely. I've still got quite a bit to do to this, with a bit more smoke coming up and tufts and everything. I've got a little bit more to do on the front with the explosion going underneath the vehicle. And obviously I've got the other side to do. However, excusing the mucky cave, we'll turn the lights off in total. So this is where we're at. So that is the explosion going. Yeah, I think it's going on pretty well. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm trying not to do the old J.J. Abrams lens flare thing. But you get the general idea. The vehicle's hitting IED. And the explosion's going off imminent. Well, it's obviously gone off, and it's blowing the truck up. So all I've really got to do, like I keep saying, the other side of the vehicle, I'm waiting for the figures from Steve, still for the bloke getting blown out of the turret. But that's us. This is where I'm at with the vehicle at the minute then. Next update, hopefully the other side will be done and it will all be finished. And that'll be the second build for IPMS Dundee. And then that's my build's done. And then it looks as though I may be potentially doing the Bismarck, the Tamiya 1-350 Bismarck. So we'll come on to that when we get to it. But I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing with this and how it's coming together and how it's looking. And sorry for the lack of updates recently, but as you can see, I've been fairly busy with life and trying to do this in general. But anyway, thanks for your time, guys. It was just a quick, cheerful update for you. I'll speak to you later. Normal thing, comments, suggestions down below. And that's me. So I'll speak to you later, guys. Good night.